Hello everyone. The track for Worlebury Juxtamary, I can never pronounce it properly. I really like that beginning. I need to listen to this game soundtrack. I really do. Welcome to the Let's Play. It's you know what you clicked on. You know who I am. That's really cool. That's really good. That's really good. Let's explore Worlebury and move my microphone. I shouldn't have moved the microphone because you can hear it. It's a little bit anyway. The Mists of Worlebury. Fog rises from below, seeping through the wooden slats of the dock. Last episode we came here, and unfortunately, we don't have any opportunities. Didn't we sell something? Anyway, the point is we have missions. That's what we have over here. So let's see what the mists have for us. The fog rises from below, seeping through the wooden slats of the dock. The crowds waiting in the queue begin to sing a watery, ululating tune of no discernible melody. And I can sell my protective talismans to the crowd. That would be... I have 3. I need to sell... Nah. I don't have sanctuary aboard the train. Most of these queuing are unsettled by the mist. A few are frantic with terror. This would be a good recruitment opportunity. I don't need that. I can join the Song of the Mists and probably gain terror in the process. Let's see what happens. Oh no, I gained an otherworldly artifact. As the final harmony dies with it, peace is restored. Even the memory of the song and your part in its choir fades from memory. Looking down, the memory fades from memory. Looking down, there is something in your hand. A doll embedded with many small sticks and bound with rope. It has no face, but its stare is no blanker than those on the faces of the people surrounding you. That is more of a saying on the people surrounding me than anything else. Now, we need to find my aunt. We need to do many things. But I think I need to get an admittance into Worlebury. Oh, then it costs money? Okay, well, let's see. Find my aunt. She has abandoned her secondment for a trip to the seaside. You'd best locate her before anything disastrous happens. You scour the tea shops and then follow the trail of devastation and weeping proprietors down to the shore. Your aunt is enjoying a donkey ride. People scatter out of her way as she charges up and down the beach. Look, she cries as she passes you. Donkeys! It takes some time to convince her to get down. She looks shamefaced at having abandoned her post. I suppose I should get back to it, she says, contemplating her sensible flats. This is just a way... This is interesting. She probably will go back to the mausoleum, so I can tell her to gather... favor with the Deathless, which probably wouldn't be a bad thing, because I think I have something to do there that requires... I'm looking at my notes here, but I don't know. Gather hours, I don't really need that. Let's instruct her to curry favor. Your aunt nods briskly. I shall get right to it. I shall organize. She smiles with distinct menace. An afternoon tea. You part ways at the shoreline. She back to the sepulcher, and you back to the stars. Yes. Wait. You have put your aunt to work 30 days. Yeah, that's fine. I can prove I am permitted. I am indeed permitted to enter Worlebury, and that's why these don't matter. There's just many ways to get in, I suppose. Queue for a paper's pass. Not papers. Pauper's pass. I'm very good, so I just show that I have many entry permits. The official scans your permit carefully, nods, and then clicks his fingers twice. Workers from the Bureau of Entertainments quickly commandeer your attention. A man and a woman appearing on each side, both exquisitely dressed, their smiles well-whetted knives. Come. Oh, come already. The couturier doesn't like waiting. You need an outfit. Come. The couturier is exquisitely attired, burgundy tailcoat, cravat, brocaded vest in iron and ink, breeches, boots, and a smile like a shark. Periodically, he checks a brass pocket watch, while his grin lengthens and diminishes in turn. He is here to supervise the attire of new visitors to the port. In Worlebury, everyone... Juxtamare, that is next to the sea. That's what that means, isn't it? In Worlebury, everyone dresses up in the heady styles of 50 years ago. The Bureau of Entertainments provides suitable attire for all visitors. What article of clothing are you going to base your outfit around? Well, I don't remember what I chose before. A glimmering sea of fabrics, tooled to fit waistline or hips, line an enormous walk-in closet. Oh, right. A glimmering sea of fabrics lines. Yeah, the line. Yeah. It's the sea of fabrics that lines an enormous walk-in closet. Through the frills, you see undergarments. Oh my. The couturier calls two old women from a door, their stained glass eyes nearly as pale as the nacreous filaments of their long white hair, the latter suspended in complicated spirals. They ease you into your selections without fanfare. There's even a martial contempt, as though you're not moving halfway fast enough, gracefully enough. Despite their disdain, they are competent and civil assistants, wholly disinterested in everything from your choice in lace-up trousers to erotic underwear. When you finally dismiss the women, the couturier considers you for a long moment. He turns to a wardrobe and hands you several garments, all your size. Once you are dressed, he dismisses you, shooing you into Worlebury Juxtamare. And my clothes are as new. So if I want to do the thing that I need to do, which I don't exactly remember what it is, and that's the problem here. I have a package. So I have a mission for here specifically because I need to deliver a package. The problem with that mission is that, well, first I can't see where it is because I can't click on there for reasons that I'm sure the game designers thought of. I'm sure. I can't see it, but yeah. That's actually the only quest that we have over here, so that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. That's that. So, let's see what we have. First off, write a port report. I don't think this will use my clothes up. Nope. In the face of candy floss. Yeah, we did that already. So here's a path, wander onwards. This will reduce your my attire for Worlebury Juxtamare, but may open up new opportunities, and I can leave the dock. Attend an exclusive exhibition of portraits. You have not become familiar with the portraitist. How is that even pronounced? I don't know. I don't have enough Bohemia affiliation, so that probably isn't a problem, because I think I have somebody that will increase my Bohemia affiliation a little bit. Here's a path to the beach. No trip in Worlebury is complete without a jaunt along the beach. You should stroll down to the shore, where the mists wait in glittering coils. Or take a donkey ride. That just costs 3? I don't... Let's go with the path to the beach, see what I can do. This is a beach, of course, it is a beach. What else could it be? It is a stretch of pale particulates and roiling mists. The air smells of salt and things that mummified in the sun, of cinnamon and licorice. It is pebbles and grains of blue grass, not grass actually, glass, blue glass. Tendrils of something curious and organic, worm-like growth stuffing through the sediment. This is exactly what beaches are. Okay. So I did that, but am I using... No. Okay, I see. We're not using our attire right now. So let's take a donkey ride. No trip to Worlebury is complete without a donkey ride. A man in a candy-striped suit bellows, while his donkey drools a string of iridescent tumors. Oh my god. How can you resist? You enjoy... my terror has fallen, so I like it. You enjoy... Your clothes have a shine to them, as if abraded into softness. Sure. You enjoy a pleasant donkey ride along the shore. The rolling motions of the beast's four unequal legs is soothing, and the complementary earplugs block out all but their most shrill hunting screams. You stumble from your donkey, weak at the knees, its voice still razoring against the inside of your skull. Now, yeah, we did lose one. So going to the beach doesn't matter? That's really interesting. Yeah. I think it's because he didn't do anything. Okay. So consider the strangeness of the lanes. Yeah, let's go with that. I think I did that before, though. The lanes do not appear as advertised, but of all their sins, that one is the least phantasmagoric. This enables you to investigate the weirdness of Worlebury Juxtamare and offer a potential rewarding opportunity. Yeah, I think I remember that, but I don't know where the package is, so let's go ahead and do that. It's 100%. My terror went up, though, so I'm not a big fan of that. I did get... Oof, I got a lot of things in here. My terror went up by 5, so it's not too bad. Yeah, sure. It is most likely the smiles, maybe. Carnivore expressions, syrupy and gleaming. And we did this already before. So we got a gourd of nectar, silent stewed gossip, which is nice. My clothes are soft and comfortable as if many years worn. And, yeah, so they are getting worn out. Clamber through the gnarled door. Wait, what happened here? Worlebury Juxtamare is precisely like every other weekend destination. Shabbier than advertised and bristling with ways to spend more money than intended. But there is a door in here. Clamber through the gnarled door. And we have the same options as before. The door slides like a thief into the periphery of your vision. Too short to enter unless you crawl. You pry the door open. Inside is the throat of a short tunnel. Connective tissue, really, leading out into a star-swallowed twilight. A canal, slicked with juices that cannot so much be seen as felt. Your journey begins here. I guess it does. Push through to the other side. You press down, it sticks to you. Vernix and warm reek of intestinal meat. Gelatinous and insistent that you remain where you are. Perhaps it is the Sisyphean nature of the travel. I would love to know what that is. It's probably the name of an ancient person that made anyway. Perhaps it's carelessness. Whatever it is, the voice of the man ahead of you, salt dry and salt cold, comes as a surprise. "You're late for the sermon, too," he hisses. "We mustn't be late for the sermon." His hand grasps yours, tugs you through a translucent membrane across the path through church doors. You don't have time to observe the port. The air seizes you, cold as a corpse's kiss. And something about it is wrong. The bedraggled parson stands before his people, palms raised. "Today we stand before they who must grieve to give praise to their sacrifice. Without them, there would be no joy, no agony against which we might juxtapose the sweetness of our existence. Do not ever forget this. If you forget all else, do not forget this." He raises his eyebrow at you. "A pleasure to see a new member. Please join us later on the beach." So I can... What is this? I have time. I have 3 times in total. So I can listen to the murmuring sermon, or talk to the cultist to my right and left. You lean over to whisper to a diminutive old woman, her hair swaddled in gold filigree, and you can share a quick dialogue with a restless-seeming individual of indeterminate age, gender, and species to the left. Let's listen to the sermon first. You find a seat among the parishioners, their skin whirled with strange patterns, tentacular calligraphy that might quite possibly be flesh. The bedraggled parson paces across his stage, lit up from behind by his reverence, his conviction in the sutras of his speech. Here is a man assured in his precise place in the universe. "And remember, next Tuesday, a baptism at the Mists. All those looking to experience a closer connection with they who must grieve come down to shore." Oh, and we can continue listening. Does he say the same thing? He does not. The bedraggled parson stands before his people, palms raised. "And what are we but motes of thinking salt, but stardust, but orphans lost in the dark? In their infinite compassion, They who must grieve offer us sanctuary. So I urge you, brethren, embrace their charity. And I could continue listening, and there's a little bit of a line. I'm not going to listen. And we cannot, beloved, allow ourselves to be afraid of they who must grieve. In our ignorance, we defame as monsters, but are we not the monstrous ones? We who live so alone. I'm going to talk to the cultists to the left here. It's the same one. Hello. They burble gently at you, their voice like a chorus of brooks. You're new. When they speak, you can see that they do not, in fact, have tongues, but a mouth like the inside of an intestine, soft with pale. I don't know what villi is. That would be villi, because it's double L, but it could be an exception. I don't know what that is. Villi? Villas. Villi? Plural, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, perhaps that is why they sound the way they do. The Bureau does not like me in Worlebury Juxtamary. They don't even like me in the off-season. But I have seen they who must grieve, and I will remember that day always. They transformed my body, my mind, my heart. The bedraggled parson stands before his people, palms raised, and lo, such are the wages of wisdom. Never again would they be blind to the suffering that is existence, the loneliness that throbs in the heart of the universe. And I only have one time, so I'm not going to depart. I'm going to stay. I'm going to speak to the old woman to the right. Upon closer inspection, it becomes evident that it isn't hair that sits atop her skull, but thousands of delicate cilia. I actually don't know what cilia is. Still, aside from that one anomaly, the woman seems normal and generous with her attention. I like coming here. The parson's got a good heart. No idea what he's trying to say sometimes, but he's got a good heart. He wants us to rise up, rise beyond who we are and what we are. We've just got to give ourselves to they who must grieve. That's how I got this. And she strokes her hair, quote unquote. In the mists. And she leans in. But honestly, I'm only here because the parson says a pretty one. The bedraggled parson stands before his people, palms raised. He clears his throat, but before the parturition of the first syllable, officials from the Bureau of Entertainment swarm into the chapel, howling like blood-drunk wolves. An unexpected intrusion. There is little resistance from the congregation, merely unaffected resignation. The officers from the Bureau of Entertainments are civil as they evict the crowd. I thought it was entertainment rather than entertainments, but sure. I don't know who to trust. Once they have surmised that you do not belong, the officers leave you largely alone, occupying themselves instead with the task of extricating the parishioners. The bedraggled parson's disciples cooperate with only minimal contempt, moving where they are told, answering questions when they are asked. All in all, a courteous disruption. Come on, then. Let's go, let's go. The rictus smiles of the officers are identical in their splendor, as is the exquisiteness of their uniforms, the oiled shine of their dark hair. The Bureau of Entertainment is the branch of the Ministry of Public Decency responsible for the, quote, well-being and upkeep, unquote, of Worlebury Juxtamare. They take their duty seriously. Saw this. You flee from the Bureau of Entertainment officers who are quite naturally aghast by your audacity. How dare she? This is not Worlebury as you know it. This without glitz, glamour, or a single tourist barring yourself. The port lies sprawled under a sky now cattered. No, that's not what it is. Cataracted. With milky nebula. Cataracted. That's like cataracts. Right? That's clouded, I would guess. Maybe. Actually, it's sort of weird because cataract, the word can mean a waterfall. And I'm pretty sure it's not meant to be a veil. It's meant to be, it's used to describe a condition of the eyes because it's like a waterfall in front of the eyes or something. And I don't have cataract, so I wouldn't know if it looks like that. But I know people, I actually could probably ask that. Then ask if it looks like a waterfall. Maybe that's where the names comes from, but anyway. None of the familiar constellations are in sight, and every building's a bone gnawed to the marrow. Despite the dilapidation, the place bustles with grim activity, and the smell, the cloying putrescence of it, a stink of hay and fecal matter, brined in a miasma of dead marine life, copper, and fresh bread. Worlebury Juxtamere has become a corpse. The run-down bones of its forgotten attractions swarm with bedraggled men and women, all armed with cleaning equipment. This is where the workers of Worlebury live and labor to create the gaudy frontage seen by tourists. The beach is now a decaying mess, visited only by the cultists who attend the chapel here. To linger here, you'll need to work, but labor is poorly paid. Take other workers as jobs too often, and they'll firmly encourage you to depart. Okay, so we have some checks in here that we can't cash in, I suppose. Oh, but we have the package. Fantastic. What do I need for that? Okay, that's just that. It doesn't use up anything. Okay. Deliver the sequencer's care package. That's right. That's those weird care packages that are weird. There are parts of Worlebury Juxtamere unfit for a postcard, crumbling and bleak and not at all charming. The locals eye you with unmasked hostility. Your delivery of food and medicine is greeted with reluctant grunts of approval. Hard-eyed mothers appear, towing thin children, and pick out what they need. All of them thank you, some even curtsy, and one brings you a tiny mug of hot, bitter tea. And my terror has fallen, which I should think so, and I lost one well-intentioned package then that actually worked out all right. Wasn't that the one that I convinced the person to be like, they probably need medicine and food? Because they were gonna give them, I don't know, bow ties or something. And that's the same description over there. I can go for a walk along the beach. I was pretty sure, I'm gonna just mark this as done though, because we did that. I was pretty sure we needed to find the beach or a secret passage in the beach from before, but it has been a while for me, so it is difficult to remember. And I'm looking at my notes here, and I really cannot see any other instance of Worlebury. So WJM, not even that. So I can assist with the shoveling. That would be ruinous. I can feed the lanes. I don't actually know what lanes are. That's probably feed the kitchen off the lanes. I don't know what that means. That probably means something. It's a word that means something. It's like there's some words that are really weird and that are rarely heard if you are not a native speaker. Like for example, down. The word down. Do you know what down is? Yeah, I know what down is. It's, I'm looking down or something. No. The noun down. That's, it's the fur of baby birds. Actually, not. There are grown babies or grown birds that have down, because just some parts of their body has that. But anyway, the lace, for example, lace is a weird word because it means literally a lace of like a rope. You can make a lace with a rope, or you can make a lace to just with something that just looks like a lace. I think that's how it is said in English, like the little bow. And of course, lace is a type of fabric, and it's weird. It's just weird for a non-native speaker. I mean, but lanes probably means something like that, I would say. Go back to the tourist part of Worlebury. So you unlock this with working in the off-season. I have 4 in all. Did I do that actually? Huh. And I can just go back because I got a permit. Okay. And I can leave the off-season for the dock. You have run out of things to do. Best to leave before you cause any aggravations. Yeah, that's kind of the problem right now. And thank you for telling me that, because I probably will need to do that. So I can go for a walk along the beach. You can scarcely see the beach in the off-season. So dense are the mists beneath your feet. Something crunches and cracks. Yeah, I think that note from before about, oh, this is definitely a beach for sure. Yeah, I don't think it was. Worlebury Juxtamere is shattered beams and broken stone, and the beach is a stretch of filth clotted in stinking clumps. Even here, there is work to be done. You can assist. Maybe I can. Oh yeah, 79 is pretty good. I can do that. I can go visit the cult. If you become popular in the ministry, this option will close. Okay, let's divest the donkeys of their eggs. Lovely. The donkeys here aren't enthroned in feces, but they require attention nonetheless. Let's see what happens. I have gained a tale of terror and a savage secret. Yeah, you could say that. The donkeys are infertile. A flint-eyed woman reassures you. None of these eggs will ever reach fruition. The zygotes strangle themselves in the sack, but they do not need, but they do need to be flensed from the donkeys. Otherwise, there's a risk of rot, and worse. You spend a few hours with a knife, gingerly paring the eggs from the underside of their bellies. They come apart in clusters, soft and milky gray, their inhabitants silvery and still. And I can just keep going doing that. Why would I? What did I gain? To maintain a low profile here, you need to work. But while you're laboring, someone else is unemployed. Okay, well, let's continue this in the next episode, because I'm not really sure what we're doing, so I think we might ruin all the things in the next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sunless Skies. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.